Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Total Fitness Thursday. Today's routine is called Gone in 60 Seconds. All will be complete shortly, and I'll tell you exactly what we're doing. You'll need a kettlebell, single kettlebell, relatively heavy. You're doing some high pulls. That's it for kettlebells. Light dumbbells. Just some rifle carries that hold it over the head, and some loaded jacks. And that's pretty much it. There's a lot of body weight movements today, to be fair. Let's get warmed up, and then I'll go through the details with you. Just change that angle a little bit for you, that's better. Right, okay. Let's get warmed up then. Looking at the squat first. Let's do it. 10 chest stretch. Pull the shoulder blades together.
Touch everything around me moves. Got nervous when you looked my way, but you knew all the words to say. Then you lost, so you moved running. All this time, all the waiting. Maybe you're more than I should know. I love us so.
time, 20 seconds rest, 5 drills, 5 rounds. Okay, continuous, so all you get is that 20 seconds between each minute. Each minute consists of 2 exercises, one generally higher intensity, okay, that you do a rep count of, and then one generally lower intensity straight after, that you carry on to the bell, so you get, and then you get that 20 seconds rest again. Then you move on to the next one, do all 5, back to the start, 5 rounds, okay? So you need to know each of those different double drills, okay? So, minute 1, you've got your dumbbells handy, you're going to do 60 mountain climbers, and then into rifle carry for the remainder of the 60 seconds. So, I'm going to go 60, drive the knees through, okay? 60 mountain climbers, up, grab your dumbbells, push them to the ceiling, and just lie jogging on the spot, foot to foot like that, okay? Drill number 2, this is the one you want your kettlebell for squat thrust to a high pull, double grip high pull. So kettlebell between the heels there, then that's your pick up point, you don't want it too far in front of you because you'll straighten your back, between your feet, so you can really use your hips to drive through. So hands down, out, in, pull nice and high, to sort of chin level, and then back. Okay, 10 reps. That'll take you a good portion of the minute. Any time left, you're going to do alternate donkey kicks. So you come down into this position, in like a bear crawl position. Plant your toes, lift your knees just off the floor, and I'm going to press that knee up. Then that one, then that one, then that one. So moving from the glutes. Okay, it won't be long on that. It usually takes quite a big chunk of the minute up for the main count. Okay, morning there. Hey, 5 AM squat club. Okay, next one, this is good. 30 loaded jacks, or just regular jacks. If you don't want to do them loaded, by loading them in some light dumbbells in hand. Okay, there we go, 30. This one's split really, the higher intensity one now comes after. Put them down, and then we're going handstands, okay? Straight in. You can do them like this. Obviously you need a wall, unless you can do them freestanding of course. Or you can do them this way. But make sure you lift your hips, you put your feet halfway. Push your hips, push your chest through your arms. Because there you create that stack, which is what you need for a handstand. Don't put your feet too far up and end up sort of sagging like that. Keep your feet lower, but push your hips through. So you get that nice, that nice stack, which is better. Alternately, just hold a high plank. If anyone's like, oh, I've never done that for ages, that's fine. High plank, just hold that position. Just get on your tiptoes and start just taking your shoulders past your finger line, okay? Or even just maybe up a little bit, just lift your hips, okay? But don't get that sag in the middle. Okay, right. Next one, our last 2 now. 6, burpee to broad jump now. The broad jump obviously in here across the busy studio, you're not really jumping miles. You're talking half a metre or whatever metre, the length of your mat. Okay, 6 reps, and then you're going to hold an iso squat for whatever remains. So I'm doing my burpee, chest to floor or not, chest to floor ideally. There, jump forward, and 2 little hops back, 3, whatever it takes, to get back to your start position. Do it again 6 times. Whatever's left, iso squat, okay? Soften the knees, push them out, drop the hips in, knees over toes, optimum position there, okay, there, thighs parallel to the floor, okay, so not too far down, not too far up, okay, head and chest high, and hold for the rest of the minute. And your last one, your very last drill, do 15 Superman pull to really engage the back and scapular muscles. So you lie your belly. Lift your feet up so you're engaging that posterior chain. Roll down the spine from your glutes. You're just going to pull, reach, pull. When you pull, drive the elbows back. Just give your chest a little squeeze off the floor. 15 reps. Any time left there, you're going to do a bear crawl. Does it come up? Knees just off the floor. Again, I'm just going to do a couple of steps forward, couple of steps back. Remember, the bear crawl, keep your knees nice and close to the floor, and again, your back needs to be parallel to the floor. So what you don't want is this. Okay? It's not that, there. It should look nice and neat, fluid. You should have to carry some fine china on my back without it tipping over. Your t-shirt shouldn't be around your ears. Okay, if that's happening again, you know your hips are too high. Okay, it's all about the hips. Right, okay, so you ready? There's your 5, I'll remind you as we go. Okay. So 5 rounds, 5 drills, 1 minute on, 20 seconds rest. And we've got a little finish for you too. Okay, so number 1 was 60 mountain climbers, and then rifle carry to the bell. Okay. So, let's get started. 60 mountain climbers. In 30 mountain jumps, and then handstands. You make your way to a wall, or near a wall if you want to do that, or high plank. Either is fine. 2 drills. Brilliant. Come on, stay with it. Donkey kicks. ISO squat. Superman 4. April. Let's go.
You're
Right, you want to put everything away, including your mat. All you're going to be dropping our legs, a little bit of willpower. Your finisher is one of the shortest we do, but also one of the sharpest on the legs. It's all about leg laxity threshold. Let's see what we've got. Right, everything away. 2 minutes rest then back here. Your final challenge. Clear your way. Nice bit of space is all you need. Okay, get ready there. Right there. Running 60 seconds to finish that. So, what are you going to do? Again, it's over 60 seconds. Very similar. But you've not got one exercise you're going to count in a minute. You've got 2 exercises you're going to count. And then a back off set. And rather than 20 seconds, you're only getting 10. On the plus side, it's just 3 sets. Okay, and then we're done. But it will test our heart and lungs and the lactic threshold in your legs. So, what you're going to do, also, another twist, you're adding 5 reps at each of them every time, every set. So there's a lot of elements that make it much tougher. So when you start, you can start with 10 reps if you want, okay? If you're a beginner, you could start with 5 and do 5 of each, 10 of each, 15 of each. You could start with 10 and do minute 1, 10 of each, 15 of each, 20 of each. Or, if you want the advanced one, I'm going to have a go at 15, I'm starting with 20 of each, and then the last set of 25 of each. Okay, and here are your exercises, and here's why they're tough, because basically you're hitting your legs each time. So you're going to do plyo lunge, okay? So, 15, plyo lunge, and then 15 plyo, technically not plyo squat. I prefer to call it a plyo deadlift, plyo hinge. Because I'm not squatting, I'm hinging. Fingertips to the floor, okay? 15, okay? Like I say, if you'd rather do less reps and just do a lunge, and do 5 lunges, yeah, you can do that. Because obviously the plyo lunges are very quick, regular lunges are much slower. So you can play this a bit. Remember, keep your eye on your tracking. Whether you're doing a real lunge, it's much easier if you're doing normal lunge because you can just keep on that line rope. That's what you're trying to keep your eye on. You never want to be here in this space. Okay, you keep to the edge, the corners of your rectangle. Whether you're rear lunging, whether you're forward lunging. Yeah, and your knees need to too. It's no good coming to the corner, but then if this knee's doing that, that's what we need to get out of. We need to get the hips open and mobile. So many mistakes. Anyway, plyo lunge, 5, 10 or 15. And then plyo hinge, fingertips to floor is the rule we use. Again, 5, 10, 15. Both of those. And then jacks when you're done. Okay? 10 seconds rest. 5 reps on each of them, so whatever you started with, okay? That's it. The other option, obviously, with lunge, you could just do like a deep split jack. So rather than going knee to floor, just get a bit of a bend and just get used to doing that, landing and absorbing that impact. Okay? As opposed to like really dropping in deep to it. That's another option. Now I'll leave it with you. Give it your best shot. It's a challenge for a reason, because it's challenging. Alright, so just 3 sets. Okay. 15 of each into jump. 3, 2, 1. Thanks for subscribing, well done.